everybody. My name is GumChu. If you don't know who I am, go ahead and click on that subscribe button to get to know me a little bit better. But typically, in the world of our GumChu ASMR videos, we do a lot of live streams like we are right now, and also some laid back, simple minded. I don't know if simple minded is like a really bad thing to say, but a simplistic approach to creating ASMR content, because those ones were like the ones that really allowed me to disconnect from the day-to-day life and be able to get off the anxiety-driven day or depressive episode, whatever it might be. So, anyways, I digress. Welcome to the channel if you're new here, and if you're not, welcome back. It's really nice to see you all. Today's live stream is going to be recorded and posted as well. So I went ahead and popped the last couple of Mentos fruit flavored gum that I have here, the Mentos stuff here. And we're going to be doing a show and tell of video games that I've gotten and just talk about my gaming experience, I guess, in a sense. I recently picked up gaming again because now the months are getting colder, darker, tend to stay indoors a lot more often. So, all in all, winter is a really difficult time of the year for me, and I'm sure a lot of my viewers are, because I've been able to connect a lot with people who have the same exact challenge and whatnot. So, I got a controller right here. We're gonna pop open the batteries so I don't accidentally do anything on my console, because that would be the worst while I'm not playing. Oh, you know what? Got some batteries here. Smells like marbles almost, right? Ooh, almost dropped that. Put that away before it gets bad. But I just recently got back into gaming, only because it's like a really good pastime for me. I used to be a big gamer when I was younger, and I played a lot of, mainstream game titles like Call of Duty, Battlefield. Well, Battlefield became a lot more mainstream as of lately, I would say, in my opinion, but it wasn't so mainstream back then. But also, I think, what was it called? Army of Two? Like Battlefield Bad Company was like my one game I used to always play for fun. It was really awesome. Battlefield 1 before, I completely stopped gaming. That was like one of my last favorite games to play a lot online. And just to clarify, I play Xbox. I love PC, but it's a very expensive setup for me, and Xbox was always like one of those things where it was like in between Nintendo cost and a PlayStation cost, and it was a lot more affordable for me and just as diverse in my opinion. It has its flaws, obviously, but I like the console and I've had it for years, so I hopped on the Xbox original console, the big brick of a console, and then I transitioned to the Xbox 360 shortly after. And some of the games I grew up on were like Halo, Doom 3, I think it was. I played a lot of demo games I found. Retro Sonica, how are ya? Yes. Fable, Halo. Oh, Time Splitters. Time Splitters 2 was a really phenomenal game in my opinion. It was very cool. It was like a Portal game, but it wasn't. Fable was amazing. I played Morrowind 3, or Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. as well. Burnout was a really fun racing game. Forza Motorsport. Need for Speed Underground 2 on the original Xbox. A lot of cool games I played on the Xbox. And then I moved into the Xbox 360, which I discovered the fascinating world of online gaming. And some of the most highly played games I played on that console was Call of Duty, Battlefield, some earlier titles of Burnout, like Burnout Paradise. I played Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion on Xbox 360 religiously. I love that game. I still love it today. I played Skyrim on it when it was newer at the time, which was probably in the later phase of the 360 before the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 came out. I forget which ones it was, but I've been out of the gaming world for a very long time, but I used to play like relentlessly when I was younger. But I'm trying to think of other games. Halo 2, Halo 3, I think. It was Star Wars Battlefront was another good game I used to play all the time. Test Drive Unlimited. I love that game. That was a really fun racing game. It's like an open world racing game, driving game. Forza Motorsport, obviously. I'm trying to think of any other titles I used to play a lot too. Oh, come on, there's gonna be some other games I used to play a lot as a kid. But like the thing is, though, I did a lot more online gaming on the Xbox 360. Ninja Gaiden, yeah, there you go. 99 Nights was a really popular game for me too. I love that game. Gears of War, how could I forget Gears of War? Gears of War was really fun for me too. There were some Tom Clancy games I played too, but not so much. I know I played Mortal Kombat games. I remember when I was younger, Lost Planet, Dead Space, that was another one too. Thank you. Yes, Dead Space was an incredible game. I really liked that game. But I digress. It was more online gaming, and also there was a bit of a clout with having higher gamer score, and I was known to have a lot of gamer score amongst all my friends. So I would usually like find games that was easy to get like higher gamer score with, like the King Kong game that was based off the movie, or some other games too. Oh my gosh, Midnight Club Los Angeles, that was a fun freaking racing game too. Just a lot of really awesome titles I discovered through the Xbox 360 console experience. You know what's really interesting too about the gaming world is I ended up finding a lot of wonderful friends through the online gaming community, to which I still talk to today. And oddly, a lot of those people that I'd met playing the most strangest, like most bizarre games ever were local. I ended up meeting them in real life, and we ended up going to the same school together, and just some really fascinating stories. And they're still friends with me today. It's just incredible what you can connect with. But anyways, fast travel forward to many years later. You know, life went on. I got busy with work. I got busy with more hobbies. I started to do the things I like to do in the video games in real life, like working on my own cars, driving around, even picking up things like target shooting, which was a really fun sport to be a part of as a younger guy. And just life happens, right? Like I ended up partaking in all these like wonderful new hobbies, and then I realized like I had a big difficulty where, outside of school, outside of like my relationships, outside of family time, and outside of my busy social life and whatever it was, I never had like downtime in R&R. And so I found that I wanted to pick up gaming again, but not so much just to like disconnect only, but a lot of ways to kind of build my cognitive thinking and like problem solving skills and whatnot. So I started doing like Sudoku and like word puzzles and stuff. And then I was like, what if I can like find games that do that too? So I got into like some of these like, you know, relatively interesting games and stuff on the Xbox One. And it was a hand-me-down console. My brother gave me his old console and paid him a little bit of cash for that. And it was a grand experience so far. But I got back into gaming slowly but surely, and I picked up another copy of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I got back into Battlefield. I don't have any of the newer Call of Duty games because I feel like they've all changed. So I haven't really gotten into Call of Duty again like I used to. But I got back into Forza Motorsports racing games. There's like the Horizon open world game that they have, which has always been a thrill. And like Minecraft. The newer Gears of War. I'm trying to think of what else there was. Dead Island. That was a really fun zombie game. Ark Survival. I'm really trying to think here. Oh, Call of the Wild. It's like a hunting game. It's called The Hunter. Very wonderful and beautiful game. I love playing that for a while. Yeah, so just a lot of really awesome games I picked up on. And then I was like, what are some like newer titles I can get into? Then I found out that newer games were becoming a lot more unappealing to me. So I said, what if I indulge in some like older titles that were really, really quote unquote hyped up back in the day, and I never had a chance to play them. So like I picked up like an old copy of like Fallout. I picked up Red Dead Redemption and some other really cool games. So I got some hard copy games, and as we all know, the gaming world has kind of transpired the cloud gaming as of recent, and so excuse me. So as of recently, I've noticed that the cloud gaming platform for Xbox has like really transpired like a whole different realm of discounts and opportunities for those who are Xbox online members. And so, surely enough, I'm paying for my membership monthly, but on top of that, I have what's called a Game Pass. And so with the Game Pass, I'm able to get like a few titles of games for free every month. And so I've been able to get like the new Doom game and, well, newer, the new Doom game, and a few other static titles as well. And these are the hard copy games that I was able to find for a discount, because now that the whole cloud gaming world has become very popularized on the franchises of PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox, and even like Steam games for PC, I realized that the hard copy games are now starting to become more cheaper because no one's going for these anymore. And I'm talking about titles of games that have been around for, let's say, over a year or two. And so, although they seem appealing online, sometimes you might be able to find a hard copy version of it for cheaper. And these were some of the games I found just like that. And so, we have a few titles here. We have the very beloved title Grand Theft Auto. This is the 5th one. I know there's a new one coming out. And here's the back of it by Rockstar Games. When a young street hustler, a retired bank robber, and a terrifying psychopath find themselves entangled with some of the most frightening and deranged elements of the criminal underworld, the U.S. government, and the entertainment industry, they must pull off a series of dangerous heists to survive in a ruthless city in which they can trust nobody, least of all each other. So, big online world, obviously. Yeah. Now, oddly, I never was a big fan of Grand Theft Auto, but I think the newer ones really took it up a notch. The next one here is the very well-known game, The Witcher. I think it was The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. Become a Witcher, one of the last monster slayers for hire. Journey through war-torn kingdoms to track down the Child of Prophecy, a living weapon capable of untold destruction. So includes a bunch of like additional... Oh, well, that's what we're playing now, I guess. That's what's in the console. Ooh, and I got an old school title, but one that I loved playing when I was younger. Dead Island, and this is the second one. I didn't know there was a second one, but it's a very cool game. This is one that I got hooked into just for the Halloween theme. Maybe I'll play this for another video if you guys are interested in watching. How do you guys think about that? Try some of the new indie titles. How do you like platformers, etc.? I'm not really sure. What would you recommend? I'm interested to know what you have to say, Retro. But it says here, a deadly virus is spreading across Los Angeles, turning its inhabitants into zombies, bitten, but more than just immune. Uncover the truth behind the outbreak, survive, evolve, and become the ultimate zombie slayer. This was a really fun title for me. I've always really enjoyed playing Dead Island 2. And, yeah. There's the disc. You're probably going to laugh, but I feel like hard copy games are going to be really hard to find in the near future. It's going to become a lot less common than you think. Now, I don't know how I feel about having this game, because it was very, very overhyped by DICE in their response to, I think, a Call of Duty game that was released. But I have to say, the new Battlefield 2042, I wasn't too happy with it. I don't know, the game played very different than I anticipated, and I found like I was very, very frustrated with playing this game. I don't know, because I think it's a beautiful game, and I think the dynamic of the game is outstanding once you get the hang of it. But for me, the story was, I wanted to get this game because everyone was saying that Battlefield 2042 was a cross-platform game. But I oddly got the one that wasn't cross-platform, and so I wasn't able to play with a lot of people that I wanted to play with. And so, as you can understand, I had to, learn how to play the game myself, and it was just insane. But it's really just an online game. You just get into the game and you start like shooting people up. As awful as that sounds. Hollow Knight, Arai, Hades, and if you really love to chill, I really like Stardew Valley. These are really good options. I gotta look into these. Maybe I will ask you, what are some great cooperative games to play? And I'm talking about more split screen. I don't want to talk about online games, cooperative. I'm talking about split screen, because I always love having a gathering of friends and family and whatnot and playing a game split screen. This next game, I think is totally underrated, and I love this game so much. It is huge, and the idea of it is absolutely incredible. No Man's Sky. I really love this game. Explore, trade, fight, and survive alone or with friends on an epic voyage to the center of a boundless shared universe where entire galaxies lay waiting to be discovered. Yeah. There you go. CD's right there. I love this game, No Man's Sky. And the wonderful series Mortal Kombat. I always loved this game as a kid. Play the entire 34-character Mortal Kombat 11 roster, including newcomers Shiva, Fujin, and RoboCop. And it comes with a lot of interesting additional things. Yeah. Now, this one was a hook. I love this game. Took me off my feet. I never played the first one, but I was very astonished with how beautiful this game played. Red Dead Redemption 2. Such a freaking story. Such a action-packed game. Everyone that told me about this game was not lying. It is addictive. You're put on the edge of your seat. I really love this game. This game was really fun to play. And for only $13, that's awesome. America, 1899, the end of the Wild West era has begun. After a robbery goes badly wrong in the western town of Blackwater, Arthur Morgan and the Van der Linde gang are forced to flee. With federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on their heels, the gang must rob, steal, and fight their way across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive. As deepening interval divisions threaten to tear the gang apart, Arthur must make a choice between his own ideals and loyalty to the gang who raised him. Really love this game. This game was a thrill. But yeah, comes with some really cool. I think Rockstar Games always does a wonderful job with some of these titles. But that is what I have. Yes. No Way Out. I haven't seen that one. Borderlands 2. I never played it. But It Takes Two is really awesome. Overcooked and Cuphead. Okay, Cuphead is a really cool one I want to try. RDR2 is freaking awesome. Yeah, it was a great game. I fell in love with the story. I really did. It was really fun. And I would stay up playing for hours on that thing. It was a great getaway game. But I'm sure there are other games I completely forgot about. Just went over my head, but it was a thrill, to say the least. But there are some other titles that I'm looking to get into. I think one of the newer titles I want to play would probably be, I think, the Silent Hill remastered game I want to try to get into. I'm also thinking maybe a new Call of Duty game. I'm not sure. I want to try that new Test Drive Unlimited game too. I love me an open world racing game. Yeah, okay, cool. Good to know, good to know. I don't know what other really big games there are right now that you can play. I'm highly anticipating the release of the Elder Scrolls 6 game, but we all know that by the time it comes out, it's going to be very, very outdated. But yeah, I've been I'm a hoe for Elder Scrolls. I don't know what it is, but I love those games. Always really loved them. Yeah, I think I'm really enjoying the Dead Island game and this new Witcher game too. It's going to keep me busy for the next few months, I would say. Right? So, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, if you have any other suggestions for games to try out, let me know. I'm looking forward to trying a lot of things. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But anyways, it is getting late. I should probably go. I do have to work early in the morning, so I appreciate y'all connecting, and I hope you had a grand time with me. And I hope this show and tell was of interest to you. And if you happen to have missed a live stream, don't worry. I don't tend to schedule them. I kind of just go with the flow because my life is very busy as of lately. Thank you, Retro. I appreciate you as always. Likewise to you. But yeah, don't worry. You didn't miss out too much. It's just a way to connect with fans if they're on and whatnot. They get to watch and have fun. But this will be posted as promised. So, to everybody who just missed out on the live stream, it's okay. We'll catch you in the next one. And I really appreciate y'all tuning in to another GumChu episode. Bye, everybody. Toodaloo. Bye. Take care. Have a great day.